So, Steve, we're talking about scrums today,
Yeah,
and you said it was your favorite part of the game.
no, it isn't. And I don't know any referee that thinks it is. And if you think it is, you're heading for trouble.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
something, the scrums are something, a part of the game that we have to work at. And,
mm,
you have to apply simple principles and
right.
get it right.
And what we always say to referees is that you have to set the scrum up properly, right? And the real basics is they tell you there has to be a break foot to stabilize the scrum. The shoulders have to be in line. And how many times do we see the shoulders not in line, especially like the loose heads, tucking the shoulders back?
Yeah.
I mean, it's an easy thing for a referee, especially when they crouch. You can see it, and blow your whistle, make them stand up, get that loose head to get his shoulder out so the tight head's got somewhere to go, and do that from every single scrum, every
Yeah.
single scrum.
Square, straight, and at the right height. And if they don't want to do that, then free kick, penalty.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's quite a simple process.
And one of the funny things is that you find referees when they restart or reset a scrum that they're talking to both sides, both front rows, and ultimately when you talk to both front rows, they know you have no idea what you're doing, right? So it's always a good idea for referees to just focus on one player. You get one player to do the right thing, and then you can start looking at the next player.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of it is timing and rhythm. As I
Mm.
say, get the principles right, get the rhythm of it right, and off it'll go. I mean, the
Mm.
numerous games. I mean,
Yeah.
in my day, they used to stand 2 meters apart and just crash into each other. And if they stayed up, said, thank you God, it's going to be an easy afternoon. And if they went to the
Yeah,
thought, right, let's try and limit the number of scrums that we have, because
yeah.
that was the way it is. It's a lot more straightforward in terms of following the principles now than
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But if you don't,
So
you're in trouble.
look at this. I know there's no sound, but can you imagine he's going to say set?
Yeah. The pressure coming across there just forces that up.
So, and I'm sure you recall that even since the beginning of time, it's been in the laws that if you push somebody up out of a scrum, it's a penalty
Yeah.
all day, every day, and then you have some of these referees who go like, well, if the lock on the other side is too low, then it's at locks. It's like, you got to push straight and got to keep that player straight, push straight.
Of course. I mean, that black player will outwardly laughing, not just smirking at that situation. You
Yeah,
know, you can't. Once you allow that to happen, no scrum's going to be good after that.
yeah,
You're going to have a domino effect on that scrum. Now, you can't drive a player up and out.
yeah.
That there was nowhere that white player could go other than where he went to. He didn't put himself there. The black player put
Yeah.
him there.
Very, very dangerous.
Yes.
Very dangerous. It's just a straightforward thing. I mean, as a referee, uh, I think it's one of the first things you really learn in the scrum that you're going to penalize because it's so easy to spot.
Yeah. As I said, if you allow that to happen, the next scrum is going to be a mess, and the next scrum is going to be even more of a mess, and you're on a downward spiral. You penalise the black player there for
Yeah.
driving up and out of the scrum, you solve your problem.
The basic principle is safety. It always comes first, right? I mean, safety has to come first. And as a referee, it's our job to penalize that immediately. You don't even let it carry on since it's happening. You penalize that player and tell them it's not going to stop right there. So
I,
it should
I,
be easy.
I think common sense will tell you that the black player is in a better position initially than the white player.
Yeah.
The white player is driven up and out by the black player, and law gives you an easy out there to just penalise it, because although the black player's strong, it doesn't give him the right to drive his opponent up in the or put his opponent in a dangerous position.
Yep. And I realized being law 20.37 and the amount that people read these days, they might never get down there, but it is there. And it's a simple one to remember. Once you've read it, you'll never forget it. So for any new referees, penalize it straight away, please, because it's very, very dangerous.